I'll just do a quick little intro. Call of Duty Championships is obviously the biggest tournament of the year for the competitive COD scene. It meant a little bit more to me myself because obviously the TST guys are coming through full force, working at the Scuff booth, and also it was my mom's first time not only at a Call of Duty event but in California. So we came out here a few days earlier and showed her Santa Monica, and then we went to Hollywood and did the whole tour of Los Angeles before the tournament started, and then the tournament started, and CHAMPS, obviously a crazy event, and it was awesome hanging out with the guys at the Scuff booth and really just smacking some goofies that came up to challenge us 3v3.
Boy, what's up? One. Yeah. One team one.
We love you, Blake.
I say go walk.
You got the bad, but can't afford
The Aaron Create shirt. That's fire. I want that We don't have Ocho Cinco like y'all have, bro.
TST, Team Summertime, 3-man team that focuses on streaming, entertainment, content, and providing vibes for people out there. And I feel like we're doing a pretty damn good job as of late. So that's what Team Summertime means to me, at least.
TST is 3 friends hanging out with the chat and playing Call of Duty, hitting snipes, hitting clips, throwing knives, sensor darts, anything crazy.
TST to me is me playing with my best friends for 8 years, and we get to do the same thing that we've been doing for 8 years every day with other people watching, and we get to hang out with them in the chat. I think at the core of everything is friendship and, of course, disrespectful world stars.
Here's what's happening. First time ever playing MW. We got Blake and George versus Diesel and Hex. Umu versus TST. Third time. We're 2-0. So we're gonna keep it going.
Seen it already? Twice? All right.
Go to settings, Blake. Get invited.
Oh wait, but doesn't it pick your guns for you? Okay, so.
Come on now.
What do we play to? Coach, what are we playing to?
7.
All right.
Very annoying setup. 6. Oh, baby.
Well, TST actually came about in Black Ops 2. I was not playing at the time. It started with Hitch, Tasmo, and Blake, and they created Team Summertime because of Lana Del Rey.
To me, TST started actually with Twitch chat, so I don't think we ever sat down like we did the 18 other team names we had before. We were AF, we were Air Force at a while. We were Bear Witness. We were, what's another one? TG, Top Gun. We had like 20 of them. Don't bring up Commander. We had a ton of different team names, and then randomly, I think someone in the chat said their team Summertime because we had sang the song Summertime Sadness by Lana Del Rey so many times, and it just kind of stuck. But honestly, I look at the start of Team Summertime as we were in a Discord call with Hitch and George, the 3 of us, and it was before the release of Black Ops 4, and Hitch said, look, I want to make this happen. what is it going to take for you guys to be able to play more? And to me, that's when TST started to become something that like I identified as, because it was like a huge risk, not only on Hitch's part, but on George and I's part to really go for it. And here we are 10 months later, and I couldn't be happier with it.
So I've been streaming for probably like 4 years now, and streams have always been fun since being an Optic. But the days where we could get Blake and George on and have a Team Summertime stream, they always hit a little different. Those are the days that the chat really popped and everyone got along and created sort of this really nice atmosphere. So with Black Ops 4 coming out, with myself becoming a full-time content creator and getting out of videography, I was like, hey, let's take a risk, man. We knew that Blackout was going to be big. We knew that the multiplayer was going to be big. And we knew that if given the opportunity, if we dedicated everything to making Team Summertime a full-time thing, that the potential was there. And it wasn't smooth, and it's still not smooth all the time. But I think we're finally getting to a point where where that risk is paying off, and the ceiling is getting higher, and we just want to continue to create and continue to keep those vibes high.
So for you, what is TST today?
Man, TST is special to me because not only am I playing Call of Duty or playing my favorite game with my favorite people, but it also came at a time when it felt like everything was going wrong for me. 2018, obviously a terrible year for me. And at the very end of 2018, it's kind of a light at the end of a very dark tunnel. And we took this risk, and we decided to go full time, and it really has been paying off. So so TST right now is everything. That's all I think about is how to propel TST to the next level.
TST today, I think we know where we are. I think we've all gone through moments of like, we're really good at the game, let's compete. We're tournament kids, we're Blackout streamers, we're Sea of Thieves streamers. I think at the end of the day, it all comes down to we interact with each other. We have that friendship. That's what we want to keep building, and we want to share that with the stream and relate to the people in our chat. I think our community is the most important thing. And of course, us three doing it together is at the core of all of it.
TST has been a roller coaster ride. We've had our ups and downs, and honestly, at the moment, we're having a great time. It's looking good for us, and I don't know, I'm just enjoying the ride.
Have you taken anything away from the last 10 months?
If I've taken away anything, it's to not measure short-term success or short-term failure, because there were definitely days where I woke up and I was like, this has been a blast, but this is going to be over in 2 months. And at the same time, we've had moments where it feels like it's the absolute high and it's like, let's go. And then it dips down. So it's a ride, and it's only been 10 months, so I'm pumped where it's going to go from here.
A glimpse into the future of TST. Wow. I'm going to go home. There's one thing that's not going to change, and that is our vibes, our stream. As soon as we hit start streaming, all of the business goes out the window. We don't think about anything but, entertaining and keeping the stream and the interaction high. But as far as the actual future of what we're doing, man, that's a couple more emails. That's a couple more meetings and a couple more text messages away from us figuring out exactly what we want to do. It's constantly on all three of our minds, and we're gonna figure something out. We're gonna have to figure out what home best fits TST, or if we even need a home at all. So just stay tuned. This off season is gonna be nuts. It's gonna be the best off season in COD history. I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna go ahead and say that. That's all I can say right now, but I'm very, very excited.
My side of the future of TST, I want to hit stylish things. I want to jump into the beginning of this game knowing exactly what we are, and I think what we bring to the table in terms of being a unique sense. I want to figure out the game fast. I want to figure out what direction of the D-pad I can hit to thumbs up somebody and figure it out from there. And I want to, a lot of people talk about, TST is like peace, love, and positivity. It is. I'm positive, but I want some people to know when they lose, and then I want them to go on Twitter and you guys to say I saw it live.
Why did you let the mob win?
Who?
The mob.
Who's the mob?
Why did we let who win?
The mob?
The mob? I'm unfamiliar.
Okay. Why did you guys let the mob win?
It wasn't fun to play. First map, it was a quick 4-0. I honestly was yawning. I had to wake up. I took an extra sip of game fuel. Blake said, we got to let him have a round or two. We let him have a round or two, and then it turned to 3, and then we blinked, and the game was over. We lost, and that was that.
We let the mob win because we played on firing range, and the first 3 rounds were the worst showing of Call of Duty I've ever seen from 4 humans. And so we decided, as we do at the Scuff booth, we duck down below the monitors, and we say, hey, we need to switch things up because this is terrible, and no one wants to watch this. And so we tried to 180 combat axe them for 3 rounds, and then they went to go watch 100 Thieves. And then we tried to play them today, and I was going to run a SOG and show them the world that is Team Summertime's world, and they didn't even come to the venue. So. Thunder Lizard, the new anthem of our generation, was a song that I sang in 1st grade music class. Mrs. Dellinger, are you watching? Hello. It stuck with me all this time. So basically, the classic, my mom's sitting there in the crowd with a VHS camera, and she's watching me sing Thunder Lizard, marching, marching, and randomly, I said, you know what? I think I was annoyed that we were playing some Sweaty Kids and GBs, and I said, I need a Regain song. Hitch, here's a YouTube link. And behold, it was Thunder Lizard, and it's out of my hands now. It's not even my song. It's the anthem of TST.
Hitch is not the best call-out player in the world. But Blake and I, just by him stuttering, we know exactly what he means. And that's pretty much it.
I think maybe the reason we don't have to communicate is because we've never been able to rely on Hitch's call-outs. Because when Hitch dies top helipad in MW2, he'll go, he's a, and I'm like, he's helipad, I know this. And so I think we've played for so many years together, it's like I can just hear by their breathing patterns where people are, so. We've got the chemistry, which is why when people walk up at the Scuff booth, unless you are friends with the other guys next to you for 12 years, like you're probably going to play 4 rounds and then. Thanks for coming.
How am I going to answer this? So,
So far.
So, Hitch is trilingual. It's really hard.
we're really good at communicating with each other regardless of whatever situation it is, whether it's real life. We need to tell each other something across the dinner table and have no one else understand. We've been able to do that since high school, early college. We can do it in game, we can do it out of game, and I think that happens when you play with the same two people for 10 years. I feel like a lot of people aren't understanding how insane that is. But it's not like a team that mixes up. You don't have one person going doing his own thing. We have been playing together for 10 years. And, you kind of develop just a sense of how the other two think whenever you're always talking to each other. So our communication and our chemistry is a little weird sometimes.
Someone in the chat or on Twitter once termed you guys the Globetrotters of COD. Why did that change the vibe of TST forever?
I didn't even know that someone tweeting us that we're the Globetrotters of COD would change anything. I think Hitch internalized it. It was after the stream, he pulled up Twitter, and there was someone that replied to a tweet that said, "You're the Globetrotters of COD." And Hitch looked at it, and I swear it was like reading one of the 10 Commandments. It was like, this internalizes what we go for. And honestly, from that tweet, I think that's the reason why we've played so many GBs and has absolutely continued to develop our play style into something that is just over the top and extra all the time. And I love it.
As crazy as it is, I don't know who tweeted this, but yes, somebody tweeted us on a day when we hit two different clips, two different crazy moments in game battles, matches, and said you guys are like the Globetrotters of COD, and that really did, as crazy as it seems, it really did change everything, that one tweet. We had been back and forth on what we wanted to do and where our path was leading us, and we read that tweet. A few streams later, we started seeing a little bit more viewers, a little bit more interaction in the chat, and we found our vibe again, which I guess, crazy enough, is the exact thing we started doing whenever full time started. So we've come full circle. We tried a few things. Those things didn't necessarily work out, I guess. I mean, it's been great memories all around, but we're back to where we started, back to what we're most comfortable with, and it's going really well. So just going into 3v3 matches, talking to chat, and also trying to do crazy things in game battles matches, it's really paying off.
What is one thing you look forward to coming to live events?
Coming to live events, looking at or meeting up with all of our supporters and giving them high fives, and meeting them in person is actually fun for us. And I still get goosebumps, and like, it's surreal when they want autographs and stuff, and it's just ridiculous.
Man, watching the tournament is always fun, and the guys, the Optic guys, this is a big deal for everyone, for every Optic fan, for every Optic person who's been in Optic or has any involvement in the Green Wall, because this was the last event of as Optic as we know it. I've been a fan since early high school. Blake and I watched Predators together. We've been Optic supporters since day one, and just to see it kind of come to an end like this is heartbreaking, but also it was awesome to spend the last event in this atmosphere with the people that I love. Blake and George were here. My mom was here. My girlfriend, her mom was here. It was a really exciting time. The guys came out with fire on Friday and Saturday, and I got to watch my mom see the guys win, see the atmosphere, see the crowd, hear the cheers, see the lights, and it's awesome, man. I'm not devastated. It does suck that the guys lost, but they got top 3, the biggest event of the year, and I got to spend the time with the people closest to me. So, can't be too upset about that.
I think it's almost a little surreal now going to an event, because the first event I ever went to was like UMG Philly in 2012, and we're there for free or out of our pocket. No one has absolutely any idea who we are, of course. And now when we walk around, it's smiling people's faces coming up to us and saying, "Yo, TST, I love your guys' content," which is literally mind-blowing. I think every time I walk out to the restroom and people stop me on the way there, it's almost like a realization. I have to kind of like smack my cheeks a little bit. It's like, this is an actual real thing that we get to do. And I think looking forward to not only meeting the TST supporters and all the people that are constantly in our chat all the time, I think just being in that environment, and it's an environment I've loved since I was 16. That's the best part of events for me.
Yeah, for all the supporters out there, for all the subs and the followers and the people who are gifting subs especially, I just want to thank you guys, because you're making a dream come true. I mean, it's awesome to support your favorite streamers, and here, you know, at our Twitch channel or our YouTube channel, you're supporting 3 people at once. So your gifted sub goes farther than a gifted sub anywhere else. That's not me trying to buy your gifted sub or whatnot. I'm just saying that everybody that is, you know, showing support, I'm very appreciative. Blake and George are very appreciative, and everyone around us as a whole are very appreciative. So, you know, seeing my mom here and getting to see her experience this firsthand is just, you know, just a small taste of who else it's affecting other than just myself. So, and Blake and George as well. So, yeah, thank you guys so much. Thank you all for watching Team Summertime. Keep your eyes out, because stuff is coming. Thanks Elgato for this opportunity. Thank you Scuff for always, you know, providing us a place to hang out and to smack some goofies here at the events. You'll see us at Scuff Booths in the future. You'll see us doing stuff with Elgato in the future. And definitely check out a stream sometime if you haven't already. Until next time, we'll see ya. Peace, guys.